जावा 8 वीडियो सीरीज ट्यूटोरियल। इस वीडियो में हम बात करने वाले हैं जावा 8 के एक एडिशनल फीचर के बारे में, एडिशनल इन्हांसमेंट के बारे में, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड बेस 64 इन कोड एंड डी कोड, राइट। सो सबसे पहले हम इसके कंसेप्ट के बारे में लर्न करते हैं, फिर हम प्रैक्टिकल एग्जांपल देखेंगे, राइट। तो बढ़ते हैं। बेस 64 सपोर्ट बिफोर जावा 8। पहले हम ये देखते हैं कि बेस 64 का जो इनकोडिंग और डिकोडिंग मतलब फैसिलिटी प्रोवाइड करता था वो जावा 8 से पहले क्या था, राइट। सो हियर यू कैन सी द नोट फॉर मेनी years Java has provided support for base 64 via non-public class, right. And that was almost non-usable class you can consider, and you can see the java into the base 64 an undocumented class base 64 encoder. This class has also very limited information in public domain. बहुत पुअरली डॉक्यूमेंटेड था और इसके बारे में पब्लिक डोमेन पे इंफॉर्मेशन भी बहुत कम था, राइट। नाउ from the Java 8 onwards, right? Java 8 now has inbuilt encoder and decoder for base 64 encoding. In Java 8 we can have three types of base 64 encoding. क्या कौन कौन सा है? सबसे पहले सिंपल इनकोडिंग और डिकोडिंग क्या है मैकेनिज्म। आउटपुट इज मैप टू द सेट ऑफ कैरेक्टर्स लाइंग इन कैपिटल ए टू कैपिटल जेड, स्मॉल ए टू स्मॉल जेड एंड 0 to 9, और प्लस और फॉरवर्ड स्लैश। इसमें आप काउंट करोगे तो कैपिटल ए टू जेड 26 कैरेक्टर हुआ, स्मॉल ए टू स्मॉल जेड 26, तो 26 26 52, एंड 0 to 9 10 कैरेक्टर, राइट। तो टोटल हो गया 64, एंड प्लस और फॉरवर्ड स्लैश है, टोटल 64 हो गया कैरेक्टर, राइट। दैट्स वाई दिस इज कॉल्ड बेस 64। द इनकोडर डज नॉट ऐड एनी लाइन फीड इन द आउटपुट एंड डिकोडर रिजेक्ट्स एनी कैरेक्टर अदर देन, ये जो कैरेक्टर है बेस 64 इसके अलावा कुछ भी रहेगा तो डिकोड और रिजेक्ट कर देगा, राइट। नाउ सेकेंड टाइप ऑफ इनकोडिंग डिकोडिंग मैकेनिज्म URL. So output is mapped to the set of characters lying in अल्फ़ाबेट्स होगा कैपिटल में या स्मॉल में होगा, और 0 to 9 इतना तो करता ही है, और +2 एडिशनल कैरेक्टर है, 3 एडिशनल कैरेक्टर है, प्लस अंडरस्कोर और पीरियड, राइट। आउटपुट is URL and file name safe, right. That is called URL encoder and decoder. जैसे आप वेबसाइट्स के URL होता है उसको इनकोड डिकोड करना होता है, राइट। एंड थर्ड टाइप ऑफ इनकोडिंग डिकोडिंग मैकेनिज्म इज कॉल्ड माइम, राइट। माइम का फुल फॉर्म मैं बोल रहा हूँ, आई थिंक मल्टीपर्पज इंटरनेट कुछ होता है, राइट। माइम आउटपुट इज मैप टू द माइम फ्रेंडली फॉर्मेट. आउटपुट इज रिप्रेजेंटेड इन द लाइन्स ऑफ no more than 76 characters, right. Now these are the just concept, but until unless we do not explore through example we cannot have good understanding. तो guys सबसे पहले मैं Ctrl+Shift+T करता हूँ, अब base 64 लेता हूँ, java.util पैकेज से बिलोंग करता है, and here you can see constructor of this class is completely private, so you can't create object using new operator, right. तो आपको क्या करना है, फैक्ट्री मेथड्स है, राइट। इफ यू वांट बेस इनकोडिंग, राइट, then you will have to get encoder, all right. Directly you can call base 64 dot get encoder, and it will use internally RFC 4648 जो encoding mechanism है वो यूज करेगा, right. If you want URL, if you want to encode, right, then you have to call this get URL encoder, and this is the encoding mechanism this URL encoder is going to use. And finally you have a MIME encoder, right. So MIME encoder, if you want instance of MIME encoder, then you have to call this static method. Apart from that we have encoder, decoder, lot of methods, right. So now you can do encoding using above methods, but you need to decode as well, right. So if you want to basic encoding, right, base encoding, then you have to get this get decode method, which again use RFC 4648 kind of decoding mechanism. And similarly if you want decoding, after once you encode the URL, then you would like to decode it, right. You would like to find it in the original format, right. Then you have to call this method so that it will return instance of decoder, right. And similarly if you want MIME decoder, then you have to get instance by calling this method. So let's try to understand through an example. So here guys, let's say I have a string, let's say a string, I would say credential, right? Credential. And here I am going to give username colon password, right? Something like this, right? Credential. Now I would like to encode this one using basic encoding mechanism, right? So I would say base 64 आपको यूज करना है और प्लस you have to get encoder, right? So this is, so we want to use the basic encoding, right? So I am getting instance of encoder, right, using get encoder static method, right? And I would call a method. There are many kind of methods. So one of the method encode to a string. So this will directly convert into the string, right? And there are some overloaded method as well. So here I am going to use. So here this credential I am going to pass over here, which is a type of a string, and I will give the get bytes, and of course you can specify the characters it as well, like UTF-8 and all, but here just I'm going to call the get bytes, and this guy will return us encoded string. So base in basic encoded string. So I will say encoded str, right? So str, so this is a kind of basic encoding mechanism, right? And this encoded string we can print over here, right? We can print over here. So I would say basic encoding and decoding, and decoding, right? So here encoded string I'm just printing. Now I would like to decode this guy again, right? So again in base 64 you have a get decoder, right? And it will return instance of decoder, right? And using this instance you can decode again, right? You can get in the previous format, right? Username colon password. So here we have a method decode method, right, which accept byte array, right? So this string you can convert into the byte array, right? You can call the get byte, right? And we will get a decoded string back again, right? So it is returning byte of array, right? So we can convert this guy into, I would say, a string decoded str, right, equal to new string, right? If you have a string, then you can pass this decoded byte of array to this string, and it will give you the decoded string in the string format, right? So I can print this guy. So I said decoded string I can print over here. So if I run, then it should print encoded and as well as decoded string, right? Here you can see. So encoded string we get. So here we are just printing encoded string. Again, this encoded string we got back using decoding mechanism, right? So decoding mechanism we have applied over here, right? So this is guys called basic encoding, right? Now let's move. We have another mechanism for encoding and decoding mechanism as well. So something is called URL encoding decoding. So I will say string URL, and let me get some URL. So here let me go to the website. Where is the website? So let me open this guy, and I would say my website kkjavatutorials.com, and here let me get some URL. So I will copy this URL. I'll go to the Eclipse, and this is the URL which I would like to encode and decode, right? So I have a URL, and I can get using base 64 I can get URL encoder, right? We can get URL encoder, which help us to encode our URL, right? So I would get URL encoder dot encode to a string we can do, and you have a URL dot get bytes, and we get the encoded URL, right? So I will say encoded URL would be fine to say encoded URL, right? So we have an encoded URL. That URL we can print. We can print encoded URL. Now I'd like to decode it so that I'll get in the original format, right? So how we can do decoding? So we have again method get URL decoder, right? So you have to get the get URL decoder. It returns us URL decoder. Now URL decoder has a method decode, right? Decode. There you have to pass byte array, right? And we have a encoded, which is in a string. So we can call get byte method so that it will return byte array, and this guy is going to return decoded stuff in bytes. So we can say a string decoded URL, right? We can get back, we can decode it again using new string, right? If you look into the string, has a lot of constructor. One of the constructor which takes byte array, so we can pass this byte array, right, which gives us back original URL in the, right? Decode means originally it will return us the original URL, right? If I run, then let's see how it works. Now I was supposed to do URL encoding and decoding. Now let me run, and here is the output. So this is our encoded URL, and again we got back this URL in by using decoding mechanism, right? So this is guys URL encoding and decoding mechanism. Now last is the MIME type URL, right? So let's say we have we can look into this example as well. That's really simple to do that. So I would say MIME encoding decoding, right? MIME encoding decoding. So here what I can do, we have a UUID, right? You might have heard about this UUID, right? UUID has a method is called a random UUID, right? It will return so here it returns the instance of UUID. We can call toString method on this toString method, right? And it will return us UUID in string format. So basically UUID basically we use to basically maintain the user session ID if you have a web-based application, right? Definitely you would have heard about this. So let me print the UUID in the original format, UUID, right? So this is our original UUID, guys. And now I would like to decode this UUID, right? So that's why we have a base 64, and then I'll say get encoder, get MIME encoder, right? MIME encoder. It will return instance of encoder, and of course we can encode easily. We can, I would say, encode to a string. Again we can use, and we have a string UUID. We can convert into the byte array, right? Very similar byte array, right? And it is going to return us encoded I would say MIME str, right? And we can print this guy, right? In encoded version of this UUID we can print. Now I'd like to decode it. Then how is it possible? So again we can make use of the base 64, and we'll get MIME decoder, right? We'll get MIME, sorry, get we can get where MIME decoder. So we have a MIME decoder, right? So we can decode. So we have a MIME instance of MIME decoder, and MIME decoder has a decode method, right? And there directly we can pass this, we can pass a string, right? Here you can see directly we can pass this string which is already encoded, and it will return us, let's see what it returns. It returns byte array, right? So byte array it returns, then you have to convert into a string, right? So I will say a string, I would say decoded MIME str equal to new sorry, new string, and here we can pass the byte array. So we have a byte array here, we can pass this guy, and finally we got a MIME decoded string, right? This I can print over here, right? And if I run, then last 3 lines of output represents MIME encoding, right? So this is UUID we have generated using UUID. So UUID we are just printing, which is kind of if you would have seen वेब बेस्ड एप्लीकेशन, तो आपने देखा होगा कि इस तरह का सेशन आईडी यूजुअली क्रिएट होता है, राइट? और इसको इनकोड मैंने किया था, ऐसा कुछ दिखेगा, और फिर इसको डिकोडिंग मैकेनिज्म से हमने माइम डिकोडिंग मैकेनिज्म से डिकोड कर दिया। तो आप देख सकते हो कि ये और ये बिल्कुल सेम है, राइट? सो दैट्स द वे गाइज। आप 3 तरीके से इनकोडिंग डिकोडिंग मैकेनिज्म परफॉर्म कर सकते हो जावा 8 ऑनवर्ड्स, राइट? देयर इज अ बेस encoding decoding mechanism, then URL, and third one is the MIME encoding decoding mechanism, right? And we can use any of the mechanism for our project, for our different requirement, right? So दोस्तों बस इस वीडियो में इतना ही। आशा है वीडियो पसंद आया होगा। वीडियो पसंद से लाइक करें, शेयर करें, और वीडियो देखने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।